Well, hello. We are back after our break for Rosh Hashanah. Pulling our Sandy Koufax era here. Um, there's certain days you take off, you don't do it. If it was Dilem-Thursday, we wouldn't do it this week. But it would be one more sin to atone for. But no matter what, welcome back, Dilem-Monday people. We are glad to have you here. I think this is going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be I think it's also going to be a stupid one too, but like in the best kind of way. We're going to hear about some stupid people doing stupid things, and I think that's what we all live for, just a little bit.
Aren't we going to also do that game that we learned?
Oh, that's absolutely in the fold. And we will get further into that. There's so much to talk about tonight in the world of fun and funny as far as the internet goes.
Yeah, but what's the most important thing to talk about though tonight?
I was gonna try to ease into it maybe just a little bit, but yes. Well, so not only have the Yankees clinched this week, you and my mother celebrated your 60th birthdays this week, so happy birthday, Dad.
Yes, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mom.
I didn't know they were that close together.
Yeah, it's only 12 days apart. So, yeah, both our parents must have had a lot of fun New Year's Eve in 1960.
I didn't want to think about that, thank you. But that's great. But besides just the Yankees clinching, the thing that needs to be celebrated, if y'all remember from I guess the end of at the beginning of the summer when we came back on the air, one of, if not our first show back, was you and James drafting a fantasy baseball team. Now,
yeah, so those who remember, Cliff and Corey were showing off the studio that day and all the things they were doing in the studio, while James and I were participating in the fantasy baseball draft that particular day. And round by round, we would kick into the war room, James and I looking up every player, figuring out who we were going to pick. And, well, we did a great job.
Damn right we did.
We ended the season with a victory. The championship, first place. Our record was 273, 162, and 27. It's a category league. We went wire to wire. First week to the end, we were in first place the entire time.
We're number one. We're number one. We're number one.
I got rid of Corey's face on there last night when I realized that we were going to win, and I put the number one, that we were number one. Now, I know he's not watching, and it's mean to rub salt into someone's wounds.
Oh, I wasn't. No, that's mean.
Yeah,
I don't want to make fun of Danny Henry for coming in 6th place in the league.
And the Mets,
I love you, Danny.
And the Mets losing on the last day of the season, knowing that all they had to do was win to make the playoffs, and paying $700 million for Juan Soto, and
actually, this
still not making the.
I gotta say that the Mets defeat was something else, and I would like to read a statement released a few hours ago from Mets owner Steve Cohen. I hate being the guy that reads something off my phone, but here we go. Mets fans everywhere, I owe you an apology. You did your part by showing up and supporting the team. We didn't do our part. We will do a post-mortem and figure out the obvious and less obvious reasons why the team didn't perform up to your or my expectations. We are feeling raw emotions today. I know how much time and effort you put into this team. The result was unacceptable. Your emotions tell me how much you care and continue to motivate this organization to do better. Thank you to the best fans in sports.
Wow.
As one of my favorite.
Not too many times an owner is that depressed. And
that is a.
And look, normally I really try not to do these gloating things, especially in sports. But there was a point in the season right around between the end of July, mid-July, the Yankees were having a tough time. Judge was hurt. We were, as a team, they were losing a lot of
This
games.
was not good.
And the Mets were still on their high horse, doing much better than the Yankees at that particular time. And all those people, yes, that I grew up with in Wanta who didn't have the brains to be a Yankee fan and chose to be Met fans for whatever godforsaken reason, were very adamant and very forthright on how much fun they were having watching the Yankees sink and watching their beloved Mets. This was going to be their season. They had it all. And they were quite rude to the team that has 27 championships and 33 consecutive winning seasons in a row. The greatest player in the last 25 years in the outfield, named Aaron Judge. That's right, had a better season than Juan Soto. But we don't get into these bickering matches on Facebook, and we just sit back and let our bats and our team do the talking. And yes, the Yankees finished with 94 wins and a playoff. So,
and what I'm going to even give a rare congratulations to our competitors and our greatest rival, the Red Sox. I'm looking forward to playing you guys. I think we are the greatest rivalry in sports, and our Batman doesn't work without your Joker. So,
yes. So, but Team 28.
The 28 Club.
28 Club, yes. The 28 Club is the name of our team. We did win. So, Yankees, we set the bar for you, brothers. You need to be as good as we were. Come on through.
Because I don't want to see, Hal Steinbrenner writing a stupid letter like Steve Cohen had to. One of my favorite Instagram, Facebook comedians and sport commenters, Eitan Levine, today put as the most anti-Semitic things that have happened in the last 50 years, the loss of the 2025 Mets this season. I think he put it above, if I'm not mistaken, he put them above Hezbollah. So, so for the worst things that have happened to the Jewish people in the last 50 years.
Listen, it's so easy to fix this problem, Met fans. Come to the Yankees. It's simple. Just another borough. It's right there. You'll be much happier. Everything in your life will get better. Listen, and this is a true story. My wife's grandfather, the last words that he had ever said to me were, "The Mets stink." I'm not making this up. My Uncle Norm, who I loved very dearly, the last words as I visited him in the hospital, "The Mets stink." This is killing people. Why would you be a Met fan?
Right.
And I'm not lying about this. I have proof that my wife was there, both these gentlemen. Their last words that we had ever heard from them, "The Mets stink."
I'm not doubting his words. I'm questioning the fact that the Mets were the cause of his death.
Had to be.
That's what the medical report said.
Well, these guys didn't delve into the real situation. Old age, taking care of yourself poorly, it's being a Met fan. It's all part of it. So, but yes, enough of being gloating and having some fun at the expense of the Met fans and the league that got beaten by us wire to wire this year in fantasy baseball. It was fun. And yes, James, good job. Thank you for the help that day. He was a tremendous partner the rest of the way. Not.
I think that was mainly because we couldn't get him logged in because of the IP address, but that's okay.
Yes.
We made it happen, ish.
We made it happen. My problem now is I'm going to be so bored that
this was like me after Bocce League ended. Like after Tuesday night bocce was over, I was like, what do I do with my Tuesday nights?
There are bocce leagues.
Oh yeah. Are there bocce leagues?
Corey, you need to be like, I thought you needed to be like 70 to join a bocce fantasy league.
I thought I had to be Italian to join.
Yeah, it's that of a 90-year-old.
I thought I had to be not just an 80-year-old, but an 80-year-old Italian man to join a bocce league. But apparently they're they let the Jews in. There goes the neighborhood. But
what decade is it?
You never know sometimes. These days, and I've got my own. I've got my But
I understand. See, the nice thing about your hockey league is that every time it ends, you guys start the league the next day again.
Oh yeah, we have like a 2 or 3 week down period, to get ourselves collectively back together. By the way, the T-Birds, if any T-Birds or T-Birds associated people are watching, the T-Birds came in with a defiant 6-3 win last night. We had 7 skaters. 7. So that means 2 extra guys who weren't on the ice at any given time against a full bench of rowdy, obnoxious, mean, miserable cusps in a David versus Goliath comparable situation. The T-Birds, being tired, hungry, fearful of what was going down, we came through a defiant 6-3, and those 3 goals I don't think anyone could have stopped. So, hell fucking yeah.
There you go. Sure. He came home. He was very excited.
And on top of the rest of that, our goalie, Steve, the one who did a tremendous job, we didn't give him much work to do last night.
But I heard he made a mean pizza.
He made so he had one of those gas pizza ovens that you can bring around. So we're
Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen. We're like post gaming in the parking lot, having a grand old time. He brought the pizza maker. We were eating fresh pizza in the parking lot. Beer and pizza post game in the parking lot after a victory. Listen, I have to imagine this is what like winning in Little League was like. Because God knows,
we didn't have anybody making a pizza in the
going for pizza, but like this was phenomenal. I was in sheer heaven. So Steve, phenomenal job with the pizza. We absolutely love that for you. Please let's make that not the last time we do that. But yeah.
Actually,
post game. Before you said post game, I thought he was doing it like on the ice while he's protecting the goal. He's making pizza. That's a talented person.
See, I think and the other thing, we could have been very distracted because we're all thinking about this pizza afterward.
If pizza's around, it's hard not to think about.
But
amen.
So last Sunday night, I didn't bring this because we didn't do the show the next day. Lisa and I went to New Jersey now I have a wonderful wife, so she knows that I don't like being alone. I hate being alone, right? So she drove with me. I was going to the Giant game. It was a Sunday night game. And so she drove. We got a hotel room. I was meeting my lifelong friends, almost like a cousin, David Sargoy. David's the best. Every year he makes sure that he takes me to at least one game. So it was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Giants last weekend. Not this Sunday, obviously the week before, but it was the Sunday night game. So my wife was kind enough to stay at the hotel, let me go to the tailgate, have the best time, great food. We had such a blast at the tailgate. The game was dreadful because it was Russell Wilson still at quarterback. before the Giants made the right move and made the Dart Man the quarterback this weekend for our first victory of the season. But yes, Lisa Riemann is a wonderful person. She waited for me in the hotel. She was the best.
You made my mother sit around in a hotel room in East Rutherford, New Jersey. If being in New Jersey wasn't a problem in itself alone, you made her sit around in East Rutherford.
Wait, isn't that right near that mega mall?
It was right next door.
But it was Sunday and New Jersey still has blue laws.
Which is true. There are 3 counties that do not allow you to shop on Sunday.
One of them being the county with like the biggest mall in America besides the Mall of America.
She could have gone skiing. That's an option there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, hey, listen, I took her to Chili's for lunch.
Whoa.
Are things not well? Is everything okay?
No, and wait, before that, we visited my parents at the graves because that was the other reason I said, come with me, because I, unfortunately, in life or death, will be buried right by the TikTok diner.
I was going to say, you couldn't have at least brought the woman to the TikTok diner?
I could have, but the parking lot looked kind of full, so I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to the hotel, see where the hotel was, and go from there.
Good fault.
But anyway, but hey, Giants, good job. Russell Wilson, hopefully he doesn't have to play another down. He's dreadful. And the Giants will have a great rest of the season, even though we lost our best receiver this weekend. And we've done a lot of traveling in the last 2 weeks too.
We have. I don't know if you have as well, Dave, but I know the two of us have.
No. Yeah, we were in Rhode Island, New Jersey. We were in Philadelphia area on Saturday, Friday night and Saturday, actually. We went to Valley Forge.
We did.
Corey got his book stamped.
Oh,
I got the 250.
Yes, I think I saw some posts.
One more time, I apologize.
So it was King of Prussia, I think.
Yes, exactly.
K.O.P.
KOP.
We were in King of Prussia. Very good, wonderful brewery, actually. Really good brewery, bike and beers. I've got to give some props to Cliff. So Cliff is not only now the head engineer at Sono Studios, he's also the lead guitarist in the Dilemma band. So, but more importantly than him playing the guitar is that he does the sound. And oh my God, it's so much better him doing the sound. There is anybody who doesn't understand the difference between just a schlub doing the sound or a superstar doing the sound. Cliff is as good as it gets doing sound. Oh my God. If you listen to some of those videos, that's from my phone. That was not, nothing was touched. It went right from the phone, the sound. So
clear, beautiful, wonderful.
Yeah, no, Cliff, thank you. Awesome job. Tremendous. It was a good time. And Lisa's aunt came to the show in King of Prussia.
And she's freaking awesome. My Aunt Janet went to Woodstock.
She did go to Woodstock.
She used to book, like, bands and whatnot, and they're like all their travel stuff and whatnot. Like, she still is cool.
Yeah, no, I think I've told this story before, and it might have even been recent, but I have to. So Janet calls Lisa and said, "Hey, I'm going to be in the Connecticut area. The Clancy's, Patty Clancy, who I
Clancy brothers.
No, it was Patty. It was Patty.
It was Patty Clancy. Yeah,
Patty Clancy. He's gonna be playing. There was this bar that's long since gone. It was an Irish bar in Simsbury, and it was a pretty big bar. But Lisa and I, we don't know anything. We don't know who the Clancy brothers are. We're clueless. We had no clue. We did not know. So we said, sure, we'll go, and he could stay at the house, and whatever. So we go, we pick them up, and we go to this bar, and this place is jam packed. And this is like a weekday night, Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it was. There's people out the door waiting to see this older gentleman, Patty Clancy. I'm sitting there, and he was great. But at the end of the show, or even at intermission, he comes over, sitting at our table. I have no idea that this is a god. These kids who are like in their 20s are coming over. Mr. Clancy, I thank you. This is the greatest moment of my life that I get to meet you. That this people are coming there. It was like meeting the Pope. I have no idea. This is before real cell phones and stuff. But I got to go and call my dad. I'm like, hey, just, have you ever heard of these people, the Clancy brothers? And he's like, you don't know who the Clancy brothers are? I'm like, no, I have no idea. He goes, you must be stupid. How the hell do you not know who the Clancy brothers are? And he was, my father was not sarcastic. He was dead on serious. Like normally you would think someone was being sarcastic. No, he's like, they're one of the greatest Irish folk bands in the history of everything. You are a moron. You two don't know who the hell the Dad, I'm like apologizing to this man that I am so ignorant that I know the Clancy. I was like, well, he's going to be at our house later, staying overnight and going to breakfast and bringing him to the airport the next day, whatever, come on, whatever. Yeah, so Lisa and I realized we weren't very knowledgeable about music at that point. But now whenever we go to like an Irish bar, Corey was playing in Saratoga at this Irish place, beautiful Irish place, pictures everywhere of the Clancy's, but yes, I was fully informed. So thank you, Janet, for allowing Mr. Clancy to come to the house that day. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yes, but anyway, and I know you guys have this other thing. We went to dinner after the show. I took everybody out, and Dom told us about this app. What is the app called, Corey?
Akinator. And I remember this from like high school, middle school, and I think they must have improved it. Now, the premise of it can guess any character, person, sentient being that you can think of with relatively little, prompting. So I figured let's have a little fun. One of the things to do tonight would be let's test out the Akinator, and think of some people and try to challenge it maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
sure.
and I've got it. We were playing this during dinner or during lunch, whatever the hell we were doing, and the waitress ended up coming over. She wanted to be part of it. She sat down and started playing Akinator with us. Dom got the restaurant involved in Akinator. So Dom, the professional, as usual, brings the joy. So anyway, I think we should have Dave go first.
So yeah, Dave, choose and it could be like anybody. Like it could be
famous
a character,
person, a fictional character.
It could be a real person. It could be a fictional character. It could be a television show person.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I'll give you ones that it got right. I picked Don Rickles.
Okay.
And it took about 10 guesses, and it got me. At the end, is he rude? Is he friends with Frank Sinatra? And I was like, holy shit, they got it right. That's crazy.
I remember seeing a sort of a crude version of this a while ago. It was not as, the UI wasn't as good, and it was really just like what they call like a binary tree, where as a user puts in an answer, it remembers it, and then if there's it just branches off and just kind of built it. This is probably a more modern AI, my favorite term these days, version of that, and just a more robust build. So this will be interesting. Okay.
All right. So do you have a in your head?
Let's go with. I guess. All right, I have one.
All right, Corey, start it off.
You get 5. You can choose from 5 options to answer each thing with. Those
Can you zoom in at all? Because the words are tiny and there's all this negative empty space, and my eyesight is fitting. For
Yeah, I
someone
can't
to
see it either.
Let's see what I can do here for y'all.
It's probably like a long monitor versus the way it's displaying, and
It
there's
is.
these annoying ads on the right, and some guy.
Okay, yeah. There we go. That's perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, so you get 5 options that you can choose from to answer these questions with. Yes,
All right.
no, I don't know, probably, or probably not. So, is your character male?
All right, so I'm going to say the answer, and you'll submit it. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Is your character married?
No.
Is your character over 20 years old?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Say don't know.
Is your character real?
No.
Is your character an animal?
Yes.
Does your character have fur?
I guess that's what that is. Yes.
Has your character ever been in a movie?
Probably. Say probably.
Is your character someone's pet?
Technically, no. Say no.
Does your character wear clothing?
Since partially is not on there, go with yes.
Is your character a mouse?
No.
Does your character fight?
No.
Is your character a bear?
I think so. Say yes.
Is your character linked with Winnie the Pooh?
Technically, yes.
Does your character have yellow fur?
Yes.
Is
Can
your
one-
character...
Can one be linked with oneself? Yes.
You know, unfortunately, I have to remind myself that I am indeed linked with myself, and it's really sad.
I guess we are. Just for this type of exercise, it's a roundabout way of getting there. But yeah, very nice.
That was
That's-
insane, and it didn't take that many like
No,
relatively.
it got there pretty quickly, and it's amazing to me that it
10 to 12,
did.
yeah.
All right, Corey, I want to go.
Robin's pet. It's really more like a friend, so I said no to that.
Yeah.
Is a poo an animal? I could.
So
All right, I'm going.
yeah. So is your character a female?
Yes.
Is your character animated?
No.
Does your character create music?
She has sung on. So yes.
Is your character in an all-girl band?
No.
Is your character blonde?
Yes.
Is your character on the Disney Channel?
No.
Is your character associated with Taylor Swift?
No.
Does your character have any kids?
Well, it's not a character; it's a person.
Well,
But,
in this case, it's yeah.
In real life, she does.
Okay, so this is a real life person.
Yeah. Yes.
So yes, okay. Does your character have a Spanish accent?
No.
Is your character currently more than 50 years old?
Yes.
Has your character ever kissed a girl on screen?
No.
Is your character an American?
Yes.
Did your character die?
No.
Don't get all outraged. I don't know your character. Is your character over 60?
Yes.
I think I know who it's going to be. Is your character a country singer?
No.
Does your character belong to a group?
No.
Does your character like to show off their body?
Yes. Years ago, not now. But
Yeah. I guess if it was ever true, you'd say yes.
yeah.
Is your character from a romance novel?
No.
Was your character already famous in the 60s?
I'm going to say yes, but it would have just been then.
Do you want me to put I don't know?
I don't know. Yeah.
Does your character have a Southern accent?
No.
Did your character play in a Super Bowl halftime show?
Definitely not.
Is your character associated with comedy?
Yes.
It's taking him longer for this one.
Did your character appear in Beaches?
No.
Has your character made a solo album?
Yes.
Is your character Jewish?
No. Not even close.
Okay, do you just pick like stupid people?
No.
Also, can I give a guess before it does? Can I give a guess?
Yes.
Did you choose Barbara Eden?
I did choose Barbara Eden.
I beat the Akinator.
You beat the Akinator. Holy crap. That was.
Maybe she's not in there yet.
Do you want to continue, or should we?
Yeah, no, because if she's not in there, this collection will add her to the database for the 3 other people in the future who pick her.
Come on, I dreamed of Jeannie all the time.
Okay, so do you want me to hit yes? Because we could keep going here.
Yeah,
but
I think that's how these things work. If she's not in there,
hit yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your character own Dollywood?
No.
I think it really wanted her to be Dolly.
Has your character been in multiple episodes of their TV show? Yes.
Yes.
Is your character a TV show host? No.
No.
Was your character famous in the 50s? No.
No, I don't know.
Was your character from
Just so we know, she's 94 years old.
So yeah.
Might have been in something else previously.
Is your color gold?
No.
Does your character have a son? I don't know.
No, he does. She does. I know she has a son.
Okay. Does she have
They asked that question already.
Does she have more than 3 children? No, they didn't.
I don't know. I don't think so. No, she does not have more than 3 children. It's a no.
Does your character wear a wig?
No, I mean maybe now. I don't know. Don't know.
I feel like also you give some like you're being like too specific, like to the point that it's not right. Because this woman might have put out a solo, like an album at one point, but like,
I mean, she was a singer. She did sing. She has some great duets out there on TV shows. She was very sexy when she sang.
Okay.
And did she show her body? Yeah, she wore the genie. She had the belly thing.
Is she okay? I wasn't okay. Is the character retired? Is she retired?
I don't think so. She was on Bill Maher the other day, a few months ago.
Did your character achieve the biggest success in the 80s? No.
No. I mean, she was in Harper Valley PTA in the 80s.
Well, but
that's not her biggest show.
I think the Akinator is lost now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I think
you broke the Akinator, Craig.
Damn yeah. I'm pretty excited.
Okay, yeah. So okay, let's just.
I don't think I did anything wrong on this. I gave all exact answers.
You were answering for the actress, not the character she played.
Yeah, I was Barbara Eden. Yeah,
which is fine with it. Like you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe she's not in there.
I'm trying to think of one that would be.
All guys my age dreamed of Jeannie.
The Akinator was doing other things at the time.
Yeah, he must have been a Bewitched fan.
All right. Okay, I've got one. I want to see if I can also test the Akinator.
By the way, that's the second time I have beaten the Akinator.
I didn't know that was the goal. I would have picked somebody tougher than Winnie the Pooh.
Well, no. I also think that again, I think to a degree, you a few of the times you were not exactly whatever. Okay. I
gave the exact answer. There was nothing I said that wasn't true.
Okay. Is my character female? No. Has your character really This is tough to say. No.
I don't know then, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Does your character have powers? No. Does your character have a phone? No, not to my knowledge. Does your character have human skin? Yes. Did your character die? Okay, hard to say with this one. I don't know. Did your character often wear a hat? No. Is your character evil? No. Is your character an American? To the best of my knowledge, yes. Has your character been in a movie? Yes. Linked to a superhero? No. Has your character killed people? Not to my knowledge. Is your character dead? I don't know again. Mostly playing comedies? Yes. Part of a group of 3? No. Older than 18? Yes. From a TV series? I'm gonna put probably, I know appeared in a TV series, but definitely not from a TV series. Does your character live with a child? No. Character part of a trio? No. No. Not does not appear. Yes. No. No.
You got to read it to the people.
Okay. Was your character in a TV show that already ended? Yes. They did not commit suicide. No. No. I screwed the Akinator up. Is your character slightly overweight? I don't know. Not from a kids show. Character British? No. On a popular TV show? It was a popular TV show. Has your character played in a TV? Yes. Does your character have a bad attitude? Probably.
How do you not know?
Did your character die young? Kind of.
Then that's yes.
Did your character have cancer? Yes. Not over 1 million followers on TikTok. Okay. So I was going with Tony Clifton.
Well, that's.
I'm gonna go with that. It did get it right then.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
So you said that I did something wrong, which I didn't. How did you get my question? How did you get my character right and it didn't? How did you know?
First of all, I know you.
I was thinking the same thing.
I know you, and I know that you still have the mind of a 13-year-old boy. So I was thinking of who, as a 13-year-old boy, you might think of in this circumstance.
Well, also there's a genie on the thing, so I figured I would go with the one who played Genie.
But yeah.
That was my reason.
No,
and if you remember, he looks like the blue djinn. So the blue djinn was the one who put Genie in the bottle. But in real life, the guy who played blue djinn was actually Barbara Eden's first husband, who she had a son with.
That's pretty wild. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. We can definitely go back into it. I just want to, give people a view of our.
But at least there was reasons for what I did.
No.
And you did get it right, and the Akinator didn't. So that makes you smarter than the Akinator. I'm just saying.
Are you smarter than the? Maybe that's the game you have to make. Are you smarter?
Well, we can make our new game. Are you smarter than the Akinator?
Akinator.
Because yesterday, did you get my Thurston Howell III?
I did. I eventually. Yeah. It took me a few turns, but I realized where you were going with this.
And it got to Gilligan, which was funny. It got to Gilligan's Island, but I think the thing that threw it off was it said, "Did your character wear hats?"
Here's where you screwed up. Was your character known for wearing a hat? And you said yes.
Because he always wore a hat. Thurston Howell III always wore a hat.
That's what messes up these sites, though, is like the semantics. You read the wording, and it's like, not really, but someone else would read the same thing and say yes. So these things kind of get grainy.
Skipper wore a hat every time.
Well,
and so
and that was Gilligan. The Skipper, and that was Gilligan. The Skipper and Gilligan always wore the same hat.
But Thurston Howell wore many different hats.
Which is why I'm saying they weren't known for wearing a hat.
How do I remember that he always wore a hat? Because Again, it was impressive that it got to the show Gilligan's Island. Yeah. That was pretty impressive.
I gotta say, Oh, sorry.
No, just definitely a good like bunch of people sitting around activity just going on.
Well, and like Dom, I was talking to Dom today, and Dom said when he's driving home in the car, you know, you get these gigs, you know, you get out at 12 o'clock at night and you're driving 2.5 hours home. He actually plays the Akinator with himself in the car.
He's driving while doing
on the
this
Bluetooth. He puts it on. Yeah, he has it, and he does it aloud. I think it's pretty cool.
I'm not saying otherwise, as long as he's not, you know, endangering others by being a distracted driver.
So the genie, there's like voice activation. It can narrate the questions out loud.
I guess he figured out a way that's how he does it. So that's why he brought the game.
Screen reader or something.
Yeah. So he that's why he brought the game out. We were all sitting around and talking stupid stuff. So he started doing that. And it was great because initially we were sitting at this diner and we were being ignored. No one knew we were there. And there was like 5 people in the whole freaking diner, and they put us in a separate room because it was a large group. And I'm like, all right, this is bullshit. I'm going out there to find out what the hell's going on. And she's like, oh my God, we forgot that we put you there. And then the waitress was very nice to us from that point on. But then she was like really fun because then she played the Akinator game with us, and she was watching us play the game. And then she's like, I have somebody. And she did, was it Sheldon? No, it was Amy Fowler from Big Bang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
there was one that I did in the car last night. I want to see if I can recreate it because I was absolutely wildly impressed.
Don't recreate it. We gave everybody what we did, but tell what it was. It's more fascinating that it got it right.
It got Wilson the volleyball.
Oh wow.
From Castaway.
That was the most impressive of all. I got, and it got it quicker than
most of these other ones.
Yeah, it took him a lot longer to get Don Rickles than it did. Yeah, I realize I do all old people. my childhood.
And remember, this is going off of data that other people are using too. Like it collects it. So yeah, the older the person is, less likely I feel like there's going to be someone.
Yeah, because it got like all the cartoon stuff that people were doing, like obscure stuff that was. So I think maybe that is true.
Actually, though, how did it get Mrs. Kravitz from Bewitched?
It did from Bewitched. It did.
Mrs. Kravitz was a.
Wait, that does prove the point that I said before. It was a Bewitched fan and not an I Dream of Jeannie. He was on the Bewitched side.
I am going to lose my hearing, as will anyone else who's listening with personal listening devices.
Well, take the damn
loudest
device.
Craig has ever been on this show.
You're 60 years old at this point. Let's calm it down. I need your ticker working.
All right, my ticker works just fine. Everything works fine. Ask your mother.
Shut the fuck up.
Listen, but it does make sense. It's a Bewitched fan, not a Genie fan. Because to get Mrs. Kravitz right, come on, and not get Barbara Eden. Do you think if I had made it Genie, it would have gotten it right?
Yes,
possibly. I think people are more likely to look up the character than the actress for that.
Yeah, I'm with Dave on this one. I do believe that.
Just for the fun, okay. I want to play. No, I'm not going to do Genie, but I am going to do someone else from the show, and let's see if it gets it.
Okay, so we're going to do characters again. Does your character live in water?
No.
Does your character have legs?
Yes.
Is your character real?
No.
Is your character originally from a video game? No.
No.
Is your character male?
Yes.
Is your character from a Japanese anime?
No.
No. Is your character an animal?
No.
Is your character black-haired?
I
don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
If you start making that noise, I'm immediately going with I don't know.
Okay.
Does your character wear a mask?
No.
Is your character a YouTuber? No.
No.
Is your character an American?
Yes.
Is your character from a book?
No.
Why does it have an "Am I gay" test on the side here?
I don't know.
Unrelated all night. There was one of like
What?
a surgeon earlier.
What year is it that there's still "Am I"?
Okay, can we stick to what we're doing here?
I don't want it to show up the "Are you gay" test. Okay, is your character animated? No.
No.
Is your character from a TV series? Yes.
Yes. All right, I want to answer it, not you. Has your character
killed people?
No.
Does your character go to school?
No.
Does your character appear in every episode of their TV show?
Yes.
Does your character live in an apartment?
No.
Does your character have children?
No.
Is your character from a kids show?
No.
Does your character have a cell phone?
No.
Does the name of your character appear in the title of the TV series?
No.
Does your character mostly play in comedies?
Well, it is a character from the TV show, so probably not.
That's a weird question.
Wait, you're still talking about I Dream of Jeannie?
No, I'm talking about a character in I Dream of Jeannie. It's Major Nelson that I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
So that's a weird
yes.
question.
So yes, the character.
Yeah.
I Dream of Jeannie was a comedy. So yeah, this is where
No, it says, does your character mostly play in comedies? They're insinuating it's a real person.
They're only in no. This is where you screw it up.
No, this is where you're incorrect.
No, you're clearly incorrect. It can't get your things. The show, Major Nelson, to my knowledge, unless there was a few weird spin-off or like crossover episode whatevers that happened in the 60s.
There's only one show Major Nelson is ever on. It's I Dream of Jeannie.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, but it says, does your character mostly play in comedies?
Yes, they're using, this is a semantical thing.
See, I think you're absolutely wrong, and you're going to screw up the whole thing.
As are you.
All right, go with your thing. Let's see if you didn't screw it up.
Yes. Does your character wear a uniform?
Yes.
Is your character a policeman or a detective?
No. Wrong again. It does not like I Dream of Jeannie. This is now proven.
Is your character a military man?
Yes.
Does your character appear in a medical TV series?
No.
Has your character ever been into space?
Yes.
Has your character kissed the main character of the show?
Yes.
Is your character much taller than others?
No.
There we go. Oh, you get fault.
What?
No,
what?
Because I realized you were wrong. This is why it didn't get the things you wanted yesterday, because you're going either too specific or you're trying
How can you be too specific?
To the degree that it can't process the data because it's not enough.
No, but that question, Dave, when you read that question, did it or did it not say it mentioned the characters? It made it sound like it was in other things, but it was only in one show.
It's a weird question to be at that point in the hierarchy, and I get why it's misleading because it makes you. That's probably more fitting for a recurring character for movies, so I feel like it's out of place within the structure. And yes, your instinct is to say your character only existed in one show, so you'd rather see different wording, like did this character appear in a comedy? But it's
right. If it said that, then I would have said yes.
So what you're thinking is no, it was not in multiple comedies. So you want to say no to the fact that it wasn't in multiple comedies. But I think the processor is going to take that to mean it was never in a comedy. I think Yeah, it's splitting hairs, and not all the questions are going to line up perfectly for every character or person. Some of them are going to be in there, and you kind of have to adjust, like Corey was saying. So I get where both of you are coming from, but sometimes you do have to be like, "Why is it asked? That's a weird thing to ask here," and answer in a way that doesn't seem right, but is not going to throw things off. It's it's not perfect, but it's definitely an entertaining website. I have another interesting website I can show you once we're done with this one.
Yeah. And this is also why this is like when you try to talk to the automated message people who are trying to give you answers at like
they always give me the answer better than you and your mother. So you can say whatever you want.
No, you're not. No, once again, you're not listening to what I'm saying, but that's okay. I'm talking about when you're on the what problem are you looking for, and you start talking to them like it's a person and not an automated like listening thing, like.
Let me state this. You and your mother do not get the answers. I always get the answer. So your mother.
Oh God.
But it disturbs you that I don't do it.
It disturbs me your inability to listen to what I'm saying and comprehend it, which so therefore you and the same devices I'm talking about suffer from the same problem.
Listen.
If you say a company that would hire a person to help out with these things, Craig, this is exactly the type of job I said I might be looking for. So. But again, AI is trying to make this obsolete, and clearly it's not ready to be obsolete.
Right. I think we're proving a point today. Well, because like when I do a Google search, I ask, it might be very specifically crazy, but 9 out of 10 times, when I ask my question, I get the answer. And it infuriates both Corey and Lisa that Google gives me the answer I want.
Well, also,
and they sit there and I get it in seconds, where the two of you type in nonsense and it doesn't come up.
I've also never seen a human being that doesn't understand sentence structure to the same degree that you do.
But does the answer come up that I want?
By the way, real quick, because I saw that he popped in for a moment. I want to make a major shout out to Waypoint Spirits for this phenomenal. It's the Bee's Knees Gin and Lemon Cocktail. This is phenomenal. Make sure you check out this place, but please go in good company.
Where are they?
In Bloomfield, Connecticut.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, a great place.
All right.
And this cocktail is phenomenal. A canned cocktail. We love this.
There's a lot of really good canned cocktails out there. I hope to try that one at some point.
Yeah, no, this is
now, if they did a trivia night at Waypoint, we could go there. Just throwing that out
there. You guys have sway. Put the idea in their heads. A lot of breweries do that, or distilleries, or whatever exactly they.
I think you need to send that over, and like just let them know about that one. So, yeah. All right. So there was another game or another thing that you had for tonight, Corey.
Yeah, so we had briefly discussed this on the last show, not yesterday, but last show. The now it's a genre of like videos that are becoming popular, as well as in online. So people know Reddit. When you have stupid questions about very specific things, typically Reddit has some kind of answer for you. Now, one of the threads that is popular on Reddit is AITA, Am I the Asshole? Where people go and bring up their moral dilemmas, that things that they've done, and they want to find that like other people think that they're being a dick or they're being an asshole, and they want to know, are they the problem? So I thought it might be a little bit of fun if we were to go through and read some of these TikTokers and YouTubers. I figured it could be pretty fun if we went through and read a few of these Am I the Asshole threads together, and we can determine if these people are indeed the asshole or not the asshole.
I feel like this could also lead to more yelling and disagreeing, but let's plow forward.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
But we all know that's what people tune into this show for.
Right, for me to be right and you're always wrong. It's simple.
Okay, so here's the first one I found. Am I the asshole for telling a kid to shut up on a plane? Now let's zoom in on this. How do I? Why can't I Here we go. Okay. Am I the
Can I make a statement before you go ahead with this?
what? What?
I think that we should, the three of us, make a comment before you read into this.
Well, okay, that's okay. No, I do like that. Okay, so going off of just the head, I like that. Okay, so I'll read the headline first. We'll make our made notions. So this one,
and then read what the Reddit says,
and then we will all come together and determine asshole or not the asshole with my gavel from the kitchen.
The meat tenderizer.
Yes. So yes, we and I will have ready to go if we determine the person is the asshole or not the asshole.
How come only one of those was censored?
Well, Corey's the censor. So
Oh wow! Yeah, no,
One is like an accent mark.
Here we go. Let's fix that real quick. 8. Okay. So if they're the asshole or not the asshole.
All right.
Okay, so am I the asshole for telling the kid to shut up on the plane? I'm going with not the asshole.
Who goes next? Dave.
Gonna need more context, but I'm gonna lean toward also with Corey, not.
So I'm gonna throw something out there. I was at the football game the other day, and I had this drunk, belligerent jackass sitting behind me, yelling stupid stuff, using foul language, and there were kids in front of us. Now, I sat there the whole game, and in my head, I'm like, I just want to take this guy, lift him in the air, and throw him on the field. I am also sitting there. Do you think everybody would mind if I just punch him in the face? This is going through my head, but I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm sitting there, and the guy's yelling in my ear, though, and there were 5 times at least that I wanted to yell at him and just tell him to shut the F up.
Can you get to your point before we're all older and wiser?
Yes, but my point was I did not start the fight. I did not yell.
Okay.
And which case, my point is, unless it's really severe, I think you should keep your mouth shut.
Okay, so let's go in and read this.
I was using a real life experience to explain.
All right. So you're sticking with you're going to say they were the
okay. So, am I the asshole for telling a kid to shut up on the plane? Today I went on holiday with my wife. We sat in our designated seats, and in front of us were 3 kids with the mother sitting on the row. I'm assuming they meant to say row parallel to them.
Yeah.
Two of the slightly older kids, 10 to 12 years old, were well behaved, but the youngest, 8 to 9 years old, was such a spoiled little monster, shouting and screaming if he would not get what he wanted, not listening to the mother to stay quiet in his seat for taking off, pressing on the seat in front of him with his legs, and so on. I was quite irritated and appalled by such behavior, and just looked at my wife with eyes in disbelief since the mother tried to keep him under control. The flight took off. He got his iPad and watched cartoons. I had headphones on and fell asleep, but as the plane landed quite far from on the landing strip, we had quite a while to wait. The kids started screaming and shouting for this and that, throwing a tantrum, and I just had enough. Sat up a bit, looked at him and said, "Yo, kid, you need to shut up." The kid stopped, said nothing, and the mom said, "He's just a kid. He's just a kid. But if you cannot control your kid to the point I hear him through my noise canceling headphones, it's a bit much." In my opinion, I did everyone a favor. Even his siblings were tired of him, with the brother saying, "I mean, he's not wrong, but not exactly right," which I found a bit funny. Also, the boy that I told to shut up sat on his seat facing me and stared at me for a while in defiance, I suppose. Doubt I created trauma or anything. So today I learned I told a kid to shut up on a plane after he was shouting and his mother could not bring him under control. Edit update. We were on the plane for 20 minutes before departing. The flight was an hour and 20 minutes. We waited for another 20 to 30 minutes before getting off. And then edit number 2. After reading some of the comments, my wife brought to my attention the kid is younger. In her opinion, the kid is 4? I do not believe so, since the kid was quite articulate in his speech and knows how to use an iPad. Then again, I have no kids, so I leave it up to you. Maybe deduct some years. I did not ask personally.
Is there a point? Like, why do we keep reading this nonsense?
That's to get the story. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, but you told me the story and told me what happened. Like, I don't understand.
Those were the things that they came up with. By the way, this person, my kid is generally very good, but yeah, he's a monster at the moment. None of us are begging and bribing, pleading. Didn't work. A stern snip from a stranger would do the trick. He's never given anyone a chance, but still. Okay, so let's go to court here. I personally think if this kid was being extremely loud, extremely rude, the kid's siblings were annoyed, and the parent was, and I'm not even going to call the parent incompetent, because you know what? Children can be children, and they have moments. And not to say that, again, it's a child, but in my opinion, I am personally saying not the asshole.
I'm starting to wonder why the staff didn't get involved, because it's a place of business. So somebody, if nobody says anything, everyone suffers listening to this kid. If somebody decides to be the hero / asshole, then everyone likes that except the kid and the mom, but everyone is like, thank you, I didn't want to say anything. But I'm also kind of thinking a flight attendant should have come in and at some point if this was chronic. If he wasn't like screaming like right up in the kid's face or throwing anything, I'd say no, he's not the asshole.
So here's the deal.
Not the asshole.
One, I'm not saying he was an asshole, okay? Because I think everybody has had that situation and wanted to do what he did.
Yes.
The question to me really is, or the problem really is, by doing that, what are the ramifications of where it's going to go? Now, I know 90% of I'm going to go 98% of the time, that mother, even if she knew her kid's an asshole, is going to start screaming at you. And I will go that there are certain moms of certain things that will, even though their kid was absolutely wrong, they will go 100% ballistic and put you in a position that you might get carried away off the plane in handcuffs. No, I'm dead serious. Because if that mother, and so that's where you've got to be. If you're gonna counter on this and yell at the kid, they're like, it's got to be really, really bad. And my advice on a plane is to get the stewardess and have them do it, because I don't think you should do it. Because if the stewardess takes care of it and says something and the mother then is a jackass, then she's the one getting cuffed and going off the plane. So my advice is someone who's been on many planes and been in this situation is do not handle it yourself. Have the stewardess or whatever come over and take care of it, because although I don't think you're an asshole, I think you're a normal person who obviously has been annoyed and everybody wants to kill the kid. I think you should not yell at the kid. I think you should get the stewardess, because otherwise you're going to end up going from right to handcuffs in today's air travel. That's my.
But our general consensus on this, and I apologize because I started off the trend. We probably should go with a-hole. Like using the phrase a-hole. This was my fault. But we are collectively saying we are determining
he's not an asshole.
Not the a-hole.
Correct.
All right. Let's pull up our next one. not invite guest. I want to present, share screen, start sharing. Okay. Oh, let me read. Let me read it first. As we said, am I the a-hole for not making my son thank his stepmother the first thing when we got home? Ooh, very very broad title. So we could be.
I don't know what that means even.
This could be misleading. Yeah. I think that's half the fun of this.
Okay. Without knowing more,
I can't.
I'm thinking probably, but I need to hear more.
I'll go based on the title. I'll say probably you're probably the a-hole.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with you guys on this one because it sounds like she did something really nice for his kid. Okay. And he should have said something nice.
So our hypothesis is definitely the a-hole. So let me fire up the screen share. Here we go. Am I the a-hole for not making my son thank his stepmother the first thing when we got home? My son, 11, got to go to his first professional football game with myself and his grandfather. The game was several hours away, so we made a weekend of it and got back just in time to shower, etc., and go to bed because school was tomorrow. My wife of 5 years had the idea for us to go this weekend, and I organized everything from there with my dad. Well, I got home, unpack, etc., and she's just sitting quiet in the bedroom. For context, she did some house projects and cleaning over the weekend, which I really appreciate, and I think those things are amazing. When I was telling her that on the way home she started huffing and about me being messy, I'm not really messy, just not her level of clean, and saying I'm ungrateful for what she did, and then she went radio silent. So I asked her if she's going to talk to me at all since she barely said hi. She then tells me her feelings are hurt that I didn't have my son come in and tell her thank you for the weekend. I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I was focused on getting to bed, him getting to bed, but he does know it was originally your idea." She starts in on how it would have taken 3 seconds for him to do it, etc. She keeps harping on him, and by extension me, about not being grateful to her. I had already told her thank you earlier in the day. Am I the a-hole for not making my son thank his stepmother the first thing when we got home? Edit. She said she was sharing her feelings, not necessarily her expectations, but wouldn't the cause of the feelings be the expectation? Update. Kiddo thanked her today. She asked if he was prompted to do so, which made him feel bad. Yes, there are a lot of other issues, with this being the most recent. I do think we're circling the drain. Ooh.
I have many new opinions.
I am flat. Listen, I am immediately changing my mind. Definitely not the a-hole. This woman sounds like everything. The reason why people make fun of step parents, this woman seems to be the embodiment of this. It would be one thing. You know what? It would be one thing to be like, maybe like, you do all these things and, hey, I did this. And maybe had she present, we have the word in Yiddish to grisher someone, to nudge a little bit. You nudge someone.
Hell is that word?
Grisher.
I've never heard that word in my life.
Well, now you have. Congratulations.
Isn't that the guy that wrote The Firm?
Yeah, Grisher. Yeah.
But it's to twist into someone's side a little. You wouldn't grisher a screw with a screwdriver, but you're a pain to be.
Please, this is making me nauseous watching you talk about the.
But so it would be one thing if she made it, a little right. Oh, I hope you guys had like a wonderful time while you guys were gone. Hey, look at all the things I did, which probably would have prompted not just prompted, but a genuine, oh, thank you. I think that would have come from it. The guy said he said thank you. it's a kid though. I guess kind of in contrast to what we just said, this is a kid that just came off of the high of, being at a football game with his dad and his grandpa. It's right before bed. So the kid's probably tired. Everyone's tired. And I get it. She was sitting alone. She did all of these things, but this was her by her own, she wanted to do this. It wasn't like he asked, hey, while we're gone, can you clean the house for me? She took it upon herself to do this while they were gone. She took it upon herself, especially because it was her idea. It was her idea to do this. So, and the dad just made the plans. So I am one more time completely going, not the a-hole.
Dave.
So I may have misread, gotten something wrong. So the woman came up with the idea, but he coordinated all of it?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she said something like, wouldn't it be great if you take your son to go with your dad to the game?
Okay. And if the kid knew that and never said anything at any point, I know it said the dad thanked her. It doesn't say anything about whether the kid had said anything prior. If the kid never said thanks, I don't know why there was like a cutoff. Like Craig was saying, he was probably tired. He maybe wasn't saying it the next day. But I don't know. It just seems like there's the expectation that it has to be done exactly this way. So yeah, I don't think the guy is. I'm saying, I don't think he's wrong.
All right. So, as the professional married man of 36 years,
Chris is watching again.
Yes.
Real quick again. Waypoint Spirits in Bloomfield. Waypoint Distillery. Go do it. It's great.
And let's do a trivia night so that we can come.
or live AITA.
Yes. But so here's my answer on this. Now, I've only just been married to Lisa, so it's a thing, but I know happy wife, happy life. So I know how to make happy. Even if possibly I don't think it's necessary, I would make the point to thank at all times. Thank you. I really appreciate. The idea was great. On the other hand, I probably, if the kid was tired and probably after the game he was grumpy and just wanted to go to sleep and had to get up, I would not have made the kid go in and thanked his stepmother to get to bed. I would thank her and say, hey, that was really nice. It was a great time. And he really appreciated and had a good time. So I think where he was the asshole or just not the pro was that he himself didn't do the right thing on kissing up to the wife. That's my opinion on that. Like, I don't think the kid did anything wrong. Like, I don't blame the kid at all. I think the dad, he's not a pro. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to do the job right. You say thank you to your wife, no matter what. Like earlier today, I thanked my wife for going to the football game with me and not having to have me by myself, and that she went. So I do not think he was an asshole. I just think he wasn't very bright. That's my thing.
So I think we can collectively say, though, and the one last thing I'm going to say, this also seems like the stepmother, the wife, seems like she's like she does things specifically like. Are you asking for a non-genuine oh thanks? Like, would you rather the kid being like, thanks stepmom, or
her answer is yes. She would want yes stepmom. I'm going to tell you right now, yes.
So
it's like the person who, and again, I'm not saying the person's wrong who wants a thank you note, but there are people who want the thank you note and believe in the thank you note. And then there are other people who just, that they appreciate it. I will give you an example. My daughter, she's not going to write you a thank you note. I know she appreciates things that I do for her. She just doesn't say it out loud.
She's watching, by the way.
I know. And I'm saying she doesn't say it out loud. She'll give you a thank you, but she's not going to write you a thank you note. I'm going to assure you that. I know she appreciates it, and she just says thank you. But there are many people out there who want a handwritten thank you. And I don't do the handwritten thank yous either. I say thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful. But I'm just saying that there are those people who believe in that kind of etiquette and want the thank you note. So,
but we are collectively determining as a collective this guy, because it sounds like there's other things in that, like he said.
So I am saying he's an asshole because he should have thanked her himself.
It said he did. It said that
earlier. He said he did it earlier.
Yeah, and then got the kid to eventually do it, and she was all disingenuous. But I guess if this was we have 2 out of 3 saying not an asshole, not the a-hole. Determined. Okay.
We'll do one more because it's 9:18.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for not changing my annual backyard party plans for my boyfriend and his kids?
Yes, you're the asshole. I'm going to go right out and say that.
You're going the a-hole?
Yes.
I'll say not, but again, it's hard to pick just based off the headline.
I'm also personally, because I feel like if you're writing something like this, there's some reason to it.
Yeah.
I bet I'm going also not the a-hole.
And I'm saying you are the a-hole. Let's read through.
You tell me that every day.
And I'm always right.
Are you though?
I think most people would agree.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for not changing my annual backyard party plans for my boyfriend and his kids? I, 42 female, have been hosting an end of summer party with my neighbors for years. It's always the same setup. Adults and kids come, we all celebrate together, and at some point, the kids go to sleep while the adults continue for the evening. This year's plan was the same. I was going to bring my kids, 6 and 10 years old, inside to sleep at our home, which is right next door to the backyard. From the balcony, there is both audio and visual access to the yard, and my kids also have a phone they can use to call me if they need it. After putting them to bed, I plan to go back to the backyard party for a little while longer to enjoy the evening with friends. I invited my boyfriend of 6 months, 46 male, and his kids, 5 and 7 years old, to join. He declined, saying he didn't feel comfortable leaving his kids to sleep at my place since they hadn't stayed over there before. He also didn't like the idea of putting them to bed at my place while he stayed outside with me, or going to bed with them while I stayed outside. I told him I understood completely and didn't have a problem with him choosing not to come. But then he got upset and said that he and his kids weren't actually welcome at our party because of the way the party was set up. I explained that this party had been running for years in the same format, and it's not really something I can or want to change for one guest. The view is that guests can decide if the event works for them, and if not, they don't have to come. In his opinion, I should have left the party with him and our kids when it was bedtime. On top of that, during the party, I didn't have time to call him because I wanted to focus on my guests and enjoy the evening. He was very hurt by this too, saying I should have made time. This all turned into a big argument. So, am I the a-hole for not changing the setup of a tradition and not calling during the party to accommodate my boyfriend and his kids? Ooh. This is I think this is the hardest one of the evening. Ooh.
You know what? I'll start this one since I've
Okay.
ended the other ones. It's, it comes down to your relationship isn't going to work no matter what. Your boyfriend's this way, you're that way. So, in the sense of you're not an asshole. You know why? Because you know that this relationship just ended. So, and I don't see how two people who have this different in opinions on what to do there should be together at all. I don't think she did anything wrong. I don't think he did anything wrong, to be honest with you. That's a difference in opinion. And I think that they shouldn't be together. I think they should break up over this. How's
So you're saying no one's the a-hole.
Correct. I think if they stay together, they're both a-holes. How's that?
So I'm mostly with you here.
All right.
But my thing is with him, he seems, first of all, yeah, I don't like how little he trusts this woman. It's not like she doesn't have kids who are about the same age as her kids.
His kids.
You don't trust her. You know, you don't trust. It's a fairly recent in terms of these kinds of relationships. You know, we're just at the point of it's no longer a new relationship. 6 months, that's a half a year. That's a while. And if these kids, I guess the detail we don't know, do the kids know each other? Like, are they, like, have they gotten...
I was kind of getting to figure that they're not comfortable. They said that they wouldn't be comfortable. I don't think the kids really do know each other from what I was gathering from that.
Yeah.
And his kids probably because of that would be a little bit skeptical. You know, especially if they're shy. You know, there are kids who are very shy. You were not one of those children, but your sister was.
Though actually, I was not a big go over anyone else's house for a sleepover guy either. So I guess to that degree,
I would never did. I hated it.
But given exclusively the information we're being given to work with, I think that he seems kind of untrustworthy. If he's being if he's being as untrustful of his girlfriend, I think there's something else there. And I think given that the circumstance was a party that's been going on for years, the same format, and that was made apparent to him ahead of time, I'm going to say she is not the a-hole. And while he is not the biggest a-hole, he at least is he is at least giving qualities of at least potential a-holedom. So right. I'm personally saying not the a-hole.
All right, Dave, you're the man. You're the David. You're the Solomon.
I was going to say you're going from David to Solomon. So
I'm not getting mistrust issues from him. I'm getting controlling issues. He has valid points about, okay, it would be weird for this to be the first time my kids stay with you. But from there, which is a valid thing. And if they're 6 months in, it's like, okay, here's another point in our relationship where we need to figure out what to do. And it seems like his decision on what to do was like, okay, lady, I'm going to tell you what to do and you're going to do it. And I agree with her. Like, no, that's not how this works. You're new at this. And I think she's right. If this isn't okay, then let's sit this one out. We'll do something else next weekend. And then next year, if we're still together, the kids will be more comfortable. Then you can come and we can do it the way we've been, but let's figure this out for now. And then he's whining because she didn't call him during the part. Like, this is not going in a good direction. I think he's more of an a-hole than you guys are thinking. But I don't think she's really in the wrong here.
I just think they should both break up. I just think I'm like
agree.
They don't see raising children the same way, and they both have their own children with other spouses or with other significant others at one point. I think they should break up. I think he has a certain way of doing things, and probably why he's not with the kid's parents now.
I thought of something while talking this out.
All right.
Given the other parents, do you think ex-wife is the one giving him trouble, Like
Yes.
you're gonna have my kids stay at this probably not a very nice word for this woman's house that you're with, like, and he doesn't want to put up with it, but at the same
Right.
time also he does have his parental autonomy.
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't think he's wrong. I think he knows that he has an ex-wife who is his kid's mother, and he doesn't feel comfortable on something. She, on the other hand, has done things this way forever, and she's not going to not do things this way. And like I said, I don't think either one is an asshole. I think that they shouldn't be together, and if they stay together, they're assholes because it's not going to work.
There will be other.
Mark it down. Put it in the book.
Corey's note about the ex-wife could be a factor, but that does not factor into him getting mad that she didn't call him. That's
that part, yes.
That's entirely him.
That part, yes, I agree with you guys completely. That's that.
Because I'm even thinking when you tell me, oh, can you give me a call? You would never tell me to call you during a party. You would always, you know what? When I'm driving, when I got to the party, maybe, hey, let me know you got there or something like that. But you would never be like, call me during the party. That's very controlling behavior. That's very
well. The only time I'll do that is like if I said, hey, it's a school night, you need to get home by X, and it's already past X. Then I would do that.
That's a very different circumstance.
No, I'm just saying that's when I would then that's when I would jump in on it and say, hey, dude, we said 1 o'clock. It's now 1:05, and you're 25 minutes away if you left this minute.
Yeah, like if they have a standing agreement where they talk at the same time every night, but it's like now the party's going on tonight's an exception. If that hadn't been cleared, he should at least know that, okay, this is why it's not happening. We'll catch up soon. But
look, these are all like there's more details. There's more layers.
Yeah, I'm sure there are for all of these stories, but this is what we got on Reddit. So
yeah, and I think we gave good advice tonight. People who are watching, I mean, I don't think we gave terrible advice, or opinions.
I'm looking through some of the comments here. He is too old, and the relationship is too young for this silly drama. Oh. Yeah, at least
said that? I don't see this.
No, I'm just kind of reading through them because I'm seeing them. He wanted you to call him just to chat while you're at a party, which he declined to attend. Very needy human with no common sense. Luckily, he showed this after only 6 months. It sounds like you have a good life independent of him, so probably the best to go back to enjoying that now. Better luck.
Well, that's kind of my advice.
Yeah.
You guys should break up. It's a simple answer to me. Break up. If you don't, it's your fault for not breaking up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. OP. I believe collectively we are all saying you are not the a-hole.
Right. So it is now
great addition of am I the a-hole? I think we should do this again because that was funny. That was great.
It's probably some.
I got no problem with doing
every once in a blue moon,
or make it a weekly thing. Pick one for each episode, unless there's too much to cover for the other thing.
Yeah.
Full set of content for something else or a guest or something, but otherwise maybe a weekly recurring feature.
It's like, hey, being the teacher and like we're watching a video today. Rolling the cart.
Corey, are you old enough for those?
Listen, I remember wheeling in the TV with the VCR, and eventually it became a DVD player. But for the most part, all the content that they had at this point of the rolled-in TV was still on VCR.
The only DVDs in my grade school was me if I dropped the vowels from my name. That's going back and forth.
Yes.
All right. Real quick, let me this was actually this was a recommendation. The artist was at least from another David. He said,
and I noticed earlier when Greg was referring to the friend he went to see the Giants game with. That was another Dave S.
There was another David.
Another Dave S.
How many How many Dave S's to the Remans now?
Everybody we
many.
meet is a Dave S. It's just
Too many, but my album of the week choice, I'm going with the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, and I'm going with a really cool edition, an original pressing from my cousin Dawn that has the original full color children's book that came with it on the inside. And when I used to teach at the summer camp, I used to read through the book, read through the book while the album was playing. So again, my cousin Dawn, also a Woodstock, also went to Woodstock. She was awesome. Album of the
may
week.
she rest in peace. She was awesome.
Absolutely. May her memory be a blessing. The most underrated of the Beatles discography.
All right. We're at that point. Dave, where you gonna be?
Thank you for the URL. Yeah, so this Friday, October 3rd, Hair of the Dog, a bar in Milford, Connecticut. Castle of Nights in Chicopee, Massachusetts. I think it's a hall for a fundraiser this Saturday, October 4th. Veterans VFW Hall in Westport, Connecticut. Friday, October 17th. And then I have some other dates listed on my site. Thank you, Corey.
No problem.
All right.
Yeah, do you have any personal plugs?
Me?
Oh, no, anything you want to just get off your head?
No, the only plugs I have are
Keep the crown of thorns in place.
We are Corey's performing with Cody Bondra on Friday, in Syracuse at the New York State Fairgrounds. What's the event, Corey, again?
It is the New York power sport show. So like we're talking jet skis and ATVs. There's going to be a ball of death with the motorcycle guys and the big like sphere of death. Excuse me. That's sick.
I know what you're talking about. I never knew what that was called.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we're heading up to New York, to Syracuse. So that should be a fun gig. Yeah, kind of an easy week. As I've said, we've tried to take less gigs and get paid a lot more money. And it's working. It's working. So that's a really good thing. The other thing is, Corey, talk about the birthday show a little bit. I want to keep harping on that. What's going to be coming up?
So absolutely. Wanted to so we're officially partnering with Gifts of Love in Avon to do a food drive and can drive at the show that day, November 8th, celebrating my 30th. I wanted to do something, help the community that, helped me and that I grew up in. And I encourage everyone, if you want to come out, please come through. There's going to be a $10 cover with a part of the proceeds going to Gifts of Love. Bring food, bring cans. There's going to be a donation box ready to go at the entrance. We're going to do we've got a bunch of special guests coming. The group that I played at Eisenhower Park with this summer. We're going to be doing a little mini Harry Chapin set. We've got already a bunch of guests that are going to get announced pretty soon with that. But yeah, and mainly if you can't come to the event, I know I put up like a donation thing for like on Facebook, but more importantly, please donate to your local food banks. Those are your neighbors and friends that, might not be comfortable saying they need some help. And those kinds of, you have the opportunity to help these people in a dignified and classy way. That's this in this country, we should not have children below the poverty line. We should not have children who are starving. We need to do our best. That's not political. That's not anything in that regard. This is something simple. This is a basic thing. This is humanity we're talking about. So please, please, please donate to your local food banks.
Yeah, and I think November 8th is going to be really cool, and I'm really happy that Corey got involved with the Harry Chapin deal this year, because Harry Chapin was someone who was very heroic when I was a kid. We all knew about the charities. I've mentioned before that my father's company donated quite a large sum of money to the Chapin charity.
I believe to Long Island Cares.
Yeah, before Harry had died, and it was literally like 7 to 10 days before Harry Chapin had passed. So I'm really happy that that we've taken this this thing on, and I think it's going to be a great time. And for those of you who haven't been to the Talcott Collective, it's really nice. It's right on it's in Simsbury, but it's on the Avon border. It's a beautiful place, and the show should be really good. I mean, the Dilemma Band is a phenomenal band, but then when you're going to get the Chapin mix in and the different guys that play and the ladies that play and sing and jump in, and I got to tell you, Cliff, the sound that he's starting to get for us, it's another level stuff. So, and you know, we're asked all the time, when's Corey playing? When's the band going to be playing near home? Well, there's going to be 2 times in the next month that we're going to be playing home, because we're also playing in Bloomfield, correct?
Yes, at TJ Burritos.
Yeah, so I
not
know
too far away from Waypoint Distillery. Make sure you check them out.
Yes,
my dream is to have like a cocktail or something like named after me or my band at some point. Can we make that happen?
So,
as a gift for my 30th, maybe give proceeds to Gifts of Love or Feed America.
The Dilemma Lemon Shandy.
Yes,
Dave.
If only I knew how to brew things, I'd make that. I do also want to know when the less grandiose encore party is going to be, so I can attend that, because I'm going to be out of the country when you're having your big birthday bash. So I'm sorry I'll miss it. But
well,
I have a feeling there's probably going to be some kind of celebration for my actual birthday or around that time. So it will be on a Monday.
There's going to be another
Monday.
Okay. There will be another celebration. As many know, the cord shed.
So glamorous sounding.
Yes, we've been building this showroom for a while now, and it's taken a lot longer than we thought it would, but the most of it is done. I know I've been saying this for weeks that I think it's just another few days. I think it's possible by next week it will be finished. The grounds have been finished. Jordan Kelly Maintenance. Jordan came in and did a fantastic job. His part is all done, so we're just waiting for Aiden to finish his side up. But that will be maybe another little opening party. We'll have a whole bunch of stuff. And by the way, Corey, I think we need to invite a lot of the guitar companies, some of our vendors, to come to the November 8th party as well, especially since it is local.
But yeah, I'm here for it. It'd be a great time. That being said, again, donate to your local food banks, please. Help your friends and your neighbors out. And that's the other thing happening on November 8th, by the way. Warren Zevon's getting inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It finally happened. We did it, people. I love this. It's going to be the greatest birthday of my life thus far. With that in mind, we love you, people. We'll catch you next week. Case closed.